Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into something you sent us a really interesting set of notes about, well, making meditation stick, specifically inner peace meditation. It's not just about learning it, but actually doing it consistently, day in, day out.
Exactly. And the mission behind this particular approach, this Aha Amaithi Theanam, is pretty profound. It starts with cultivating that inner peace in individuals. But the bigger picture, the goal, is using that personal calm to spark positive change. Now matram, they call it in families and society as a whole.
That's a big ambition. And right away, you hit that classic problem, don't you? People learn meditation, there are classes, even free online ones mentioned here. But then life happens, making it a daily habit. That's the real hurdle for most of us.
That's the core issue these materials tackle head on. They see that drop off. So they've set up things purely for encouragement, really. Things like these weekly challenges, practice 7 days straight plus a longer Sunday session. It's about building momentum.
And keeping people connected, it looks like. They use a communication channel, like Telegram, for updates and support, so you don't feel like you're just struggling on your own. Okay, so let's unpack this. Where should we start? Maybe with the trainer's own deep dive. This meditation lab report sounds intense.
Yes, I think that's the perfect starting point. It really validates the whole method they teach. The trainer basically ran an experiment on themselves. A 2-hour continuous meditation session documented everything.
Wow, 2 hours straight. I mean, just hearing that, it sounds incredibly difficult, maybe even painful for someone new.
It does, doesn't it? But the note here says that actually once you're practiced, that initial feeling of, oh my God, 2 hours, it just fades away. It feels easy.
Okay, that's a key takeaway right there for anyone listening who feels intimidated.
Definitely. And for the trainer, this session wasn't just practice, it was research. They ran 3 specific tests of Thanaikal. Important to stress, though. This was for them, as a trainer, refining things, not a standard requirement for beginners.
Right, got it. So what were these tests? What were they looking at?
Okay, so first up, 1 full hour of standing meditation, combining anapanasati, that breath awareness, with vipassana insight techniques, all while standing.
Testing the techniques under a bit more physical engagement, let's say.
Exactly. Then the second test was their standard seated meditation. That lasted 48 minutes, pretty typical session length for experienced folks. And third, they tested lying down meditation.
Okay, why lying down specifically? Comfort.
Not just comfort, actually. It was specifically to see how the practice holds up for people who can't sit comfortably for long. Thinking about, the elderly or people with health issues.
Oh, that makes sense. So it's about adaptability.
Right.
Finding the position that works best for your body right now. Standing, sitting, lying down, the core practice is still effective.
That's the message, yes. Choose what makes it easiest for you to actually do it. But maybe even more fascinating than the physical tests was the review process afterwards. It was incredibly systematic. Like a scientist in a lab, they took detailed notes, splitting everything into 2 columns.
Planned actions, so the techniques they intended to use, and then unplanned events, basically.
Yeah.
Everything else that popped up. Thoughts, noises, body sensations.
I like that rigor. Trying to put some structure around something as subjective as what's going on in your head. But wait, how do you actually measure concentration over 2 hours? That seems slippery.
It's a fair question.
Yeah.
The way they defined it here was based on a goal check. How much time was spent actively focused on the meditation object, the breath, usually versus time lost to distracting thoughts?
Yeah.
And the result they recorded, it was, well, pretty staggering. Over 95% concentration maintained.
95%. For 2 hours, seriously. I'm lucky if I hit 50% focus writing an email sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, that number.
It makes you really curious about those unplanned events. We need to look at the thoughts, the angle that did manage to break through.
Right, this is where we see the practical output of that deep stillness. They didn't just note that thoughts happened, they analyzed them. Using time analysis. Were they about the past, present, or future?
Okay, give us the data. What did that mental logbook show?
Across the entire 2 hours, the total count of distinct thoughts recorded was 15. 1 by 5.
15. Just 15 thoughts in 120 minutes. That alone says something profound about the level of stillness achieved. Most of us have more thoughts than that, deciding what socks to wear.
It's remarkable, isn't it? Now let's break down those 15. 7 were about the past.
Okay, dwelling on old regrets or something?
Not really, no. That's what's so interesting. They weren't like deep childhood issues. They were about the very recent past, things from the last 10 hours or so. Specifically related to a big decision the trainer had recently made. Shifting focus after 14 months of teaching classes, moving towards learning about technology and AI.
Ah, so the mind wasn't just wandering randomly. When it did engage with the past, it was processing something relevant and current.
Exactly. And here's the kicker, the aha moment they documented, these past-related thoughts. They actually provided new guidelines or solutions for how to apply that tech learning in the future. So the stillness wasn't emptiness. It was like super focused, high-quality problem solving, no frantic brainstorming, just clear insights bubbling up.
Wow, that completely reframes it, doesn't it? It's not about forcing your mind blank, which feels impossible sometimes. It's about creating this calm space where the thoughts that do arise are actually useful, productive even.
Precisely. Mental refinement, as you put it earlier. And compare that to the 4 present thoughts they logged. These were just acknowledgments of the immediate moment. A physical feeling, the sound of breathing, grounding thoughts.
Validating the practice's benefit for staying present. What about other experiences, the Anubhav angle? Physical stuff, outside noise.
Physically, yeah, they noted 5 distinct body adjustments needed. 1 during that challenging standing hour, and 4 small shifts while seated. Just noting them, not getting caught up.
And the outside world, did it intrude?
Well, the session started really early, so it was quiet at first. But towards the end, as things got busier outside, yes. 4 different external noises were log traffic, a dog barking, that sort of thing.
Right.
But again, the key is they were just noted as data points. The noise happened, it was registered, but it didn't derail the focus.
Right. It's the difference between hearing the dog and then mentally writing a complaint letter to the council about barking dogs for the next 5 minutes.
Exactly that difference.
Okay, so this 2-hour deep dive by the trainer, it's powerful validation for the method. It shows what's possible. But now, the big leap. How do you get a beginner, someone struggling with 5 minutes, to bridge that gap, especially overcoming that dreaded 7-day barrier?
Yes, the 7-day wall. That's the heart of the consistency challenge, isn't it? The materials are really clear on this. The biggest block is often just the mindset. You look at it like, oh God, I have to do this for 7 whole days. It feels overwhelming. Your mind just puts up resistance.
Yeah, the pressure the whole week makes the day feel impossible.
Precisely. So the shift they teach is, well, it sounds simple, but it's crucial. Don't worry about 7 days. Just focus on today. Did you manage your practice today? Consistency gets built one day at a time, not in week-long chunks.
Okay, so break it down. Focus only on the present day's practice. How does someone actually plan for that, realistically, with busy lives?
It comes down to a few practical steps. First, time awareness. You really have to know your schedule, like hour by hour if possible. Where are the commitments you absolutely cannot move? Work meetings, maybe fixed classes like the trainer's own teaching slots?
Map out the non-negotiables first.
Right. Then, step 2, strategic scheduling. Look at the gaps around those fixed points. That's where you slot in your practice. Maybe it's that 15 minutes between dropping kids off and your first call. Treat that meditation slot like it's just as non-negotiable as the work meeting. Protect that time.
And get a real appointment with yourself. And the third piece, duration.
Yes, the duration strategy, and this is so important for beginners. Start small. Seriously small. The sources say even 5 or 10 minutes is perfect. The goal initially isn't some profound spiritual experience, it's just building the habit, showing up. Consistency comes first. Increasing the time comes way later once the habit is locked in.
That feels like permission to succeed, actually. Because trying for 30 minutes on day 1 and failing just teaches your brain, I fail at meditation, but 5 minutes. Almost anyone can find 5 minutes. It's hard to fail at that.
Exactly. You build success upon success. And they use a great analogy to help with belief here. They remind people, think about all the small things you already do consistently every single day without any drama or complex planning.
Like brushing your teeth, right? You don't agonize over the 7-day teeth brushing challenge.
Precisely. Brushing teeth, taking a shower, maybe having meals at roughly the same time, going to bed. We all have these built-in consistencies. The idea is to tap into that existing ability. Recognize that you are capable of daily habits. Then just apply that same skill to this new 5-minute meditation practice. It's self-management you already possess.
Okay, so pulling it all together from this deep dive, we see the potential validated by the trainer's intense 2-hour session stillness, leading to real clarity, even productive thought. But for the rest of us starting out, the path is built on these tiny, manageable steps. 5 minutes, plan strategically, focusing only on today.
That's the essence of it. Consistent daily practice, even if short, builds the foundation. Then those periodic longer sessions, like the Sunday challenge they mentioned, can offer deeper dives. And this sustained practice, this individually cultivated inner peace, that's what they believe truly creates the ripple effect for positive change in your life, your family, maybe even wider society.
And there's a fascinating little note at the end here about the future. The trainer is apparently using AI now to condense information about different global meditation methods into Tamil and English.
Yes, making it easier for people to compare and learn, it seems, which ties back to the core challenge.
So, if the real hurdle isn't finding a method, but sticking with one consistently, it leaves us with a question, doesn't it?
It does. For you listening, in a world drowning in information, even about stillness itself, how might technology like AI actually help us choose the right path for us? And more importantly, help us stay on that path day after day, cultivating that inner peace.
Something to think about, maybe during your 5 minutes today.